Welcome to Cheapo Watch Week, which airs on the first weekend of every month. I'll refer to this watch as the TAC, as it has a tactical-esque look. The TAC is currently selling for $31 at Amazon. The TAC has a plastic variant that costs $10 less and has been around for a lot longer. A few months ago on Cheapo Watch Week, I reviewed Casio's new low-budget digital watch with a metal bracelet, which I referred to as the 218. I had reservations about the 218, as its clasp had only two micro-adjust positions. The clasp of the TAC doesn't suffer from its digital cousin's deficiency. It has four micro-adjust positions. The TAC's clasp isn't the most rugged in the world, but it's more than adequate for a cheap, lightweight watch. I give the clasp an A. While the TAC's bracelet is made of cheap folded metal links, it is a real metal bracelet and wears like a real metal bracelet, only lighter and slightly more rigid. The bracelet supports wrists up to about 8.5 inches. Like the 218, the TAC also has a folding link style bracelet, only the TAC's is vastly more difficult to size because it has mid links and a few of the pins are wedged in so tight that you will need pliers, preferably flat nose pliers, to extract them. I'm not deducting points for the extreme level of difficulty of sizing the TAC, but it's something you should be aware of. I'm deducting a point for the bracelet not being able to lie reasonably flat. Technically, the bracelet width is 18 millimeters, but the widest point at the top of the bracelet is 24 millimeters. The bracelet tapers down to 18 millimeters. The clasp is 19.5 millimeters in width. The bracelet feels good. It's smooth and it's adequately sturdy for such a lightweight, cheap watch. I give the bracelet an A minus. The TAC's case, bezel, and crystal are all plastic. The TAC has 100 meters of water resistance. I haven't tried, but you should be able to swim with the TAC. The TAC's movement is Casio module 5125. The 512 module guide warns against setting the date and the date between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. The TAC's battery life is only 3 years. By modern standards, this is poor. 10 years of battery life for Casios has become standard for Casio. I give battery life a D. Sorry, folks, but the TAC doesn't have a light. The hands glow for a short while. The TAC is lightweight at 92 grams. Standard with Casio Digitos, the case back is held by 4 screws. The TAC's case diameter is 42.5 millimeters. It feels smaller because it's so light. The case width, including the crown, is 45.5 millimeters. The lug-to-lug is 48 millimeters. The TAC is pretty thin at 12 millimeters. The TAC wears great on my roughly 7-inch wrist. The bezel is bidirectional. There's no ratcheting mechanism. You rotate the bezel with friction. The bezel appears to be tight enough so that it would be difficult to turn accidentally. The smoothness of the plastic and lack of clearance makes gripping the bezel difficult, but it's doable. I give the bezel a C minus. The TAC's plastic crystal is flush with the bezel, which makes it vulnerable to scratching. I think that at the over $30 price point, I deserve a glass crystal. There's at least one other watch in Casio's catalog at the TAC's price point that has a glass crystal. I give the TAC's crystal implementation a D. The TAC's dial is exceptional. It's clear and easy to read. The day and date are easy to read as well, and well laid out. The handset is fine. I was impressed by how well the second hand was hitting the markers. I give the dial and handset a very easy A. The crown is nicely guarded, it's small yet grippable, and can be easily operated by someone like me with thick fingers. I give the crown and crown operation an A. I give the TAC an overall grade of A minus. The TAC is a lot of watch for the money. It has a real bracelet, a good clasp, a timing bezel, a readable dial, and handset, a readable day and date, and 100 meters of water resistance. Nothing beats the feeling of a metal bracelet. Please like and subscribe. Also, please subscribe to WatchLab on Rumble.com, the new home of independent journalists like me. If you're not already on Rumble, when you register, please make sure to type WatchLab in the referrer field, as this helps to support WatchLab. Please also consider supporting honest, adversarial, bribe-free watch journalism by making a small donation to WatchLab. Thank you.